We got up before dawn, just for you.
Top of the morning for beautiful downtown coffee.
We begin the work here with a solar interactive major piece of architecture built by the Maya. And Marcario is a healer. He's an amazing artist. These are his works, these two, and he will speak of them.
Esa gente que vivía antes
These people can live before.
podían hacer todo
They can do everything, anything,
con la pura mente,
only with the mind, with the king.
se comunicaban a todas partes,
They can talk with the
estando
mind.
donde mismo.
Wherever they can communicate with everybody.
I'm here with Elizabeth Kramer and Marcario, is that right? Carrillo? Marcario. All right, I need to work on my accent a little bit here. We're at the 2012 ECO Conference. You two have a very interesting table. Can you tell us about some of the things that are over there?
It's something that is the art that represents their culture. And this is the Huichol culture.
Sí, de México.
Huichol Mayari in Mexico.
Marcario is wearing a very interesting piece. Can we have a little history on this?
Dice que si le puede decir algo de esta pieza que usted que lleva y que está linda.
Son adornos.
These are adornments that they wear. ¿Pero qué significa?
La parte centro son los continentes.
The central part of it is the continents.
Son los puntos sagrados que nosotros tenemos.
These are the sacred points that the Huichols have.
Representa el ojo de Dios.
It represents the eye of God.
And the angel, is this a specific angel?
Y el ángel,
Representa la mujer.
the angel represents the woman, the female.
Any particular woman or just a woman in general?
Representa.
Es el símbolo de la mujer muy importante.
It's the symbol of female because the female is so important.
This is very colorful adornment. Can we have a little history of
This is their vestment, what they have always worn. ¿Y el sombrero? Todo, pero ¿qué significa eso? It's just adornments.
And in terms of the geographic area, what part of the world does this represent? Is this from somewhere in South America or Mexico? Mexico, and then what part?
¿En qué parte de México?
Mayarín.
Mayari? Mayari in Mexico, and it's a particular tribe, the Huichols.
Okay. And what part of Mexico?
Jalisco.
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 In the conference today, some of the items that you have on the table over there, I see it looks like some snakes, or some very colorful snakes.
They like to represent the animals that are in the area where they live, and because the earth is alive. And for example, the snake is something that is alive in the earth.
Marcario, muchas gracias por su tiempo.
Muchas gracias.
Elizabeth, thank you very much for translating it.
With Marcario's village in the sacred mountains of the Sierra Madre. Several years ago, the Mexican government sold off their mineral rights of their most valued precious mountains to a Canadian mining company, with devastating results to people in his village and on the ground. This is something that's also been happening in our country. And we have a West Virginia artist, right in the same exhibition, J.J. Cromer, and he and his wife, who have had a traditional farm for many generations in West Virginia, have gone through what you just saw on the screen. We also have later this afternoon Antrim Caskey, who is really an on-the-ground activist and documentarian of this huge problem that affects all of us. So we have Dr. Elizabeth Kramer here with us today. She's an acupuncturist from Peru who practices here, but she has been studying with shamans from the Incan tradition, and she will share what their prophecies have been. We're so lucky to have one of our featured artists in the current exhibition, Marcario, with his amazing work. He is a healer, he is a traditional shaman, and an amazing artist. He will share what he has seen from his prophecies.
So he was telling you that he's coming from Mexico, from the Huichol tradition.
Sí, yo dependo de una familia indígena, de las más de 60 lenguas indígenas que existen en México.
I am part of a family that it's about 60 different, have about 60 different languages in this part of Mexico.
Nosotros somos una población aproximadamente más de 40,000
We are a group of about 40,000 people.
que vivimos en la parte centro de México por la Sierra Madre Occidental.
We live in the central part of Mexico, near the Sierra Madre Mountains in the west.
Y llevamos una cultura en nuestras comunidades referente a un cumplimiento, agradecimiento a toda la naturaleza.
And the way that we live this in this community is being grateful to the earth.
Nuestra historia es muy amplia. Necesito más tiempo para poder explicar mejor de lo que está pasando y de lo que va a pasar.
Our history of what is happening and what has happened in the past is very big, and we don't have a lot of time to tell you about this.
En nuestras comunidades tenemos 5 ceremonias durante los 12 meses del año.
In our community, we have 5 ceremonies during the year.
Así damos cumplimiento a lo que nuestro Padre nos está pidiendo y nuestra Madre Tierra.
And this is the way we feel the gratitude that our earth is giving us and our Father is giving us.
En el territorio donde nosotros habitamos, se supone que allí parten los continentes, los 4 continentes.
In the area that we live, in the territory that we live, we think that that's where the 4 continents split up. That this is the center where they split up.
Para nosotros los continentes hablan, tienen espíritu.
For us, the continents speak to us. They have a spirit.
Y ellos son los comunicadores que nos están comunicando lo que va a pasar y lo que está pasando a ambos continentes de allí, la parte centro.
And because this is the center where we are, these continents communicate with us and they tell us what is happening.
También hay un entendimiento con el otro continente de Asia y África.
We also have an understanding with the continents of Asia and Africa.
Nosotros el pueblo Huichol sabemos, tenemos conocimiento como le digo, es muy amplio. ¿Cómo fue la creación del planeta Tierra?
In us, the Huichol people, we have knowledge and we have a very wide awareness of how the world was created.
Así como muchos hermanos indígenas o quien sea del mundo,
Just like all the indigenous people in the world,
tenemos el conocimiento,
we have this awareness, this knowledge.
cómo se creó el sol, cómo nace el sol
How the sun was born
y cómo se ha venido transformando
and how it has been transforming.
y por qué, cuál es el motivo y la causa.
And why has it been transforming and what is the cause of this transformation?
Entonces a hoy se nos está pidiendo que no pase eso, por eso nos piden que hagamos algo.
And that's why we are being asked right now that we should be doing something.
Se han mandado mensajes de nuestro Padre
We have received messages from our Father
diciendo qué hay que hacer,
telling us what to do,
tanto nosotros que habitamos en la parte centro,
just like not only it's for us who live in the central part of this area,
como los que habitan en el lado sur, norte y por el todo lado.
just like the people that are living in the north and south and everywhere.
Porque al inicio de la creación del nuevo mundo,
In the beginning of the creation of the new world,
los espíritus, la población que existió en el otro mundo, existen.
the spirits and the people that live in the other world, they are still here. They exist.
Entonces en México, en Nayarit,
And so in Mexico, in Mayarin,
fue la entrada, la llegada de los espíritus.
that was the entrance, the portal of these spirits.
Así caminan hacia el oeste,
They walk towards the west.
se ubican en una parte centro,
They stay in a central area.
de allí caminan hacia el sur,
From there, they go to the south,
de allí hacia el norte,
then to the north,
de allí hacia el oeste,
and then the west,
estado San Luis Potosí,
to the state of Potosí, that's in Mexico.
es como se forman los continentes.
That's the way the continents are formed.
Es, por ejemplo, en la entrada son los pies,
For example, in the entrance is the feet,
lado sur es el brazo derecho,
in the south is the right arm,
lado norte el brazo izquierdo,
the north is the left
Centro.
arm, the
es el
center
pecho de una persona.
is the chest of a person.
Y en San Luis Potosí, donde se encuentra el peyote,
And in San Luis Potosí is where we find the peyote plant.
es la parte más importante,
It's the most
Okay.
important part.
es la parte de la cabeza.
That's the part that represents the head.
Entonces, esos lugares son los que están comunicando.
So all these places are communicating everywhere in all these areas.
Para nosotros es muy preocupante
For us, it's very worrisome
porque sabemos lo que está pasando
because we know what's going on, what's
y
happening,
por qué lo está sucediendo, por qué está pasando.
and why it is happening.
Porque nos estamos peleando,
Because we're fighting.
hay muchas guerras,
There's a lot of wars.
pues no nos entendemos.
We don't understand each other.
Entonces nuestro Padre dice,
And so our Father is telling us,
¿queremos vivir o no?
it's asking us, do we want to live or not?
Porque hay amenazas de que el sol va a bajar.
Because the threat is that the sun is going to come down.
Hay amenazas del mar.
The same, there's danger with the oceans,
Más fuertes ciclones,
very strong cyclones,
temblores de tierra
earthquakes,
y muchas enfermedades.
and a lot of illnesses.
Entonces eso es lo que nos están pidiendo, que hagamos algo.
So we're being asked, because of this that's happening, we're being asked that we talk about this.
Se ha hecho el intento por parte del pueblo huichol
There has been an intention with the town of Huichol
antes del año 2000,
before the year 2000.
se tenía que haber hecho.
We should have done this.
Así como se inició, llevar ofrenda a los 4 sitios al lado.
So when this began
Sí,
we should have taken offerings to these 4 sacred places.
entonces se hizo una investigación, qué es lo que tenemos que hacer.
So we investigated to see what it was that was required of us.
En donde se nos pidió un niño para reforzar, porque cuando se inunda el planeta, se escapó un niño con toda semilla y todos los animales.
So we needed to find a child.
Cuando se inundó el planeta,
When our planet was inundated, a child was left behind with the seeds.
entonces ahora la ley del gobierno de México nos impidió.
But the law in Mexico stopped us from doing this, from looking.
Entonces ahora lo que va a pasar
So now what's going to happen?
es muy triste.
It's very sad.
No sé, el tiempo, como digo, es una plática muy amplia.
It would take a long time to talk about this, but this is where we are.
Y así es como nosotros tenemos el conocimiento.
And this is how we get the knowledge and awareness.
En otras comunidades, en las ceremonias, pues allí convivimos
In other groups and with their ceremonies, that's how we live together,
para agradecer.
to give thanks
Nuestro Padre es el Sol,
to our Father, which is the Sun,
nuestra Madre es la Tierra,
our Mother, which is the Earth,
también el mar.
and also the oceans.
Entonces tenemos que agradecer por estar viviendo,
And we have to be thankful for being alive,
porque la Tierra es la que está produciendo
because it is the Earth that is producing all this.
y el agua es nuestra vida.
And the waters is our life.
Y para tener estos conocimientos, nosotros tenemos que estudiar.
And to have this knowledge and awareness, we need to study what's going on,
Pero no a la escuela.
not in the schools.
Tenemos que ir a esos sitios sagrados
We need to go to sacred sites
por 6 años,
for 6 years,
recorrer. Allí nos enseñan
to go from one place to the other, and then that's how we're going to learn,
cómo es el mundo
to see how the world is
y cómo ha estado dando vuelta
and how it has been churning,
y cómo gira el sol hacia sur y el norte.
and how is the sun moving from the north to the south.
No sé si quieran más explicación.
He wants to know if you still want more explanation. Sí, un poquito. Sí, sí. ¿Usted ve alguna explosión del sol? ¿Usted ve eso?
Bueno, lo que está pasando
The question was, do they see that the sun is going to explode?
es que nosotros mismos lo estamos provocando.
What is happening is that these changes are happening because of us. We are doing this.
Estamos lastimando a nuestro Padre
We are hurting our Father
porque no nos queremos.
because we don't love each other.
Muchos de nosotros nos odiamos.
Many of us hate each other.
No pensamos en vivir. Mucha gente.
Many people don't even want to live.
Entonces nuestra Madre Tierra dice, bueno, pues por eso nos está esperando también.
And that's why our Mother, the Earth, is waiting for us. So I will share with you that people were lost here. And so when they do their healings, they try to connect that cord again energetically to the earth. Because when you are connected to the earth, which is your mother, that's why they call it the Mother Pachamama, that, yes, when we are connected to Pachamama, then we don't feel like we're foreigners here on this earth. That we walk this earth knowing that we belong, that we are secure. There's a lot of insecurity when we are not connected to the earth. We don't know who we are. So that question of who are you, it is just so important to know who are you. So what I was talking to the shamans this week, because I wanted to make sure that I bring you the right message. And what they told me to do was to connect you to that energy of the luminous being. They say that the new Pachacutic is, yes, there's going to be all kinds of chaos because out of chaos comes creation. Just like what we're seeing in the Middle East, for example. There's a lot of chaos and they don't know where they're going, but they just know that they have to change. So we're all changing together. What is happening right now, the earth is going through an evolution. And according to the Incan tradition, the evolution goes, this change happens every 500 years. Every 500 years there is a new Pachacutic. The last Pachacuti started when the conquistadores came to South America. And if you really think about it, that's when things began to change all over the world. And so that new Pachacuti was about developing the mind. But the indigenous of all the countries in the world, they kept that other knowledge about the earth, about the Mother Earth, and how to be connected. And they've been waiting. They have been keeping the secret. They have, it has been sort of hidden because they couldn't come out with their knowledge. They couldn't exist very well in this last Pachacuti with their knowledge that they had. And so that they kept it until things were ready. And it has been coming, their knowledge has been coming out in the last 30, 40 years. We have been changing, we have been moving. And yes, we're here right now. We have arrived. That's why all over the world they're having gatherings like this. That's why there is such great awareness of the damage that we're doing to the earth because we want to change. We're ready. Our consciousness is emerging with new knowledge right now. And so what they said about the luminous being is that it has to be each one of us. Each one of us has to develop that luminosity so that we can transmit it to others who are in darkness. Being aware of what's happening and bringing that awareness to others who don't know or who are not awakened. Being connected to the earth means being awakened, means being present at every moment, every instant of your life, so that you speak your truth and you walk with awareness. And it's the awareness that we have to understand that the earth is us, is our mother. If you see the earth from space, you don't see any individuals. It's just all one. We're all one. Everything that is here, that's life. But the Inca called this seed the Inca seed. And that is in the center of the chest. And so if you would like, I would like to guide you in a short meditation to experience this Inca seed and also the connection to the earth. So if you would close your eyes, please. And just take a deep breath. And make sure that you bring your breath all the way down to your belly. And even lower. And then visualize that there is a luminescent cord coming from the heavens through the top of your head. And that it goes right through the center of your body and it connects with the earth, with the center of the earth, with the mother. And just see yourself going through all the different areas of the earth. The underground waters, and perhaps the life of creatures that we don't know, that we don't see. And also that the earth is made out of our ancestors. We can access that knowledge through this cord. And so now bring your awareness to the center of your chest and see that there is a little seed in that center. And it's covered with a husk. And then very gently crack this husk. And what you see, it's a brilliant, tiny little light that represents the Incan seed. And then just spread that light all over your body. And make your body luminescent. And then when times are hard, remember that. Remember that you are that Incan seed, and that we need to spread this light everywhere so that everybody has the awareness and the consciousness of being luminescent. Thank you very much.
Later, we make a special ceremony when people pass out.
Y el espíritu
And the spirit
es presentado en los 4 lugares.
is presentado,
Is presented.
present in the 4 places.
De ahí es enviado hacia el lado norte
And from there, they send to the north part.
para su paz descanso.
Like this, you can be in peace.